What is up today, guys? It's Mystic Dreamcatcher, and today we are doing a total drama rating them tier list. Now, I did this like a while ago, like sometime in either June or July, and I feel like my opinion changed quite a bit since last time, so I'm gonna see what's new. So I'm just gonna be ranking them from S being, fucking God tier to, doo-doo water. But just keep in mind, it's only my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, so now we're just gonna go, from top to bottom, easy. Alright, so Blaney, she is getting a very nice F tier. I know we're starting off strong, giving it a fucking F for Blaney, but she did nothing I liked. Every time she was on screen, I'm pretty sure I felt sadness. And so, bada bing, never want to hear again. Alright, now Cody, I give him a very stern B tier. He is a very, nice character. I like him. Not sure about up here, and I definitely don't think he deserves down here, so I think B is great. Lindsay, she is a very nice A tier. If we're gonna ignore All Stars, pretend that didn't happen. Alright, now besides for All Stars, Lindsay is a great character. She's a little dummy, not gonna lie, but I think she's always been entertaining. Alright, now Justin, yeah, C tier. If it wasn't for action, he would be right here, but since he did what he did in action, C tier. He was alright, I guess. I think we've seen enough of him. Owen, my man, S tier. He's like always super enjoyable. All my man likes to do is eat and party. Katie, let me go ahead and get Sadie up here because they go in the same boat. I would say Sadie is above Katie, but while Katie was gone, Sadie had no character development, so it's like, nothing happened. So they're both gonna get C tiers for me. They're not disappointing. Like, they were a little bit enjoyable while they were on screen, but they're, not anything fantastic. In the rows, it's gonna go from left being best and right being worst. Alejandro, a solid A tier from me. I kind of want to say B, but I think it's more along the lines of lower A. I can get why people like him. I really can, but once again, this video is just my opinion. And to me, I really liked him on screen. I think the thing he had with Heather was, very well done. So that's why he's on A, but not S, because I didn't love him, Jeff, I don't know. He kind of peaked in Total Drama Island, so he did his thing in RR, but I don't think about that. And even then, he didn't get too much development because Jeff is Jeff. You can't really do anything more with him. So I think he fits good in B tier. Tyler, you already know. I don't know what I put him at last time, but since then I've known I gotten a very nice liking to Tyler. Actually I think S tier is a little bit too much, but I am gonna put him in A. Because I don't know, I just really like Tyler. I think he was robbed. I can't wait for him to be in another season because I really hope that eventually he is. Even if I have to get big and fund my own season with Tyler winning, I will. Tell you guys what, if I get 50 million subscribers, I'll buy Total Drama. Alright, now Gwen gets a solid A. Very low A, but I do like Gwen, and I think she had her place rightfully. She went a little bit downhill, but that's alright. Alright, Sierra, she gets a very nice B tier. She carried Cody. She's okay. Her thing with Cameron was a little wonky, but whatever. Alright, so now we got Courtney, who I believe would be in D tier. Courtney's annoying. She a bitch. She does nothing but complain and try to lawsuit her way to the final. If she was just a decent player, she could make it to the final, since apparently you just get in if you threaten to sue. But no, she dummy. She robbed my man Harold. She robbed my man Ezekiel. She robbed my man Tyler. She a bitch. She lucky she not in here. Beth, C tier. Beth didn't do a whole lot, even though she got mad screen time. Her biggest character development was a boyfriend and no braces. Now we got my man DJ. I give him a solid B tier. He is fucking stupid for not taking that deal with Chef, because I would have taken that in a heartbeat. I'll be like, yeah, Chef, my man, what's good? What's good? You said a $500,000. Okay. Yes, sir. Tell me what to do. And when DJ heard that, he was like, oh, but my mom. And, you know, Chef, you picked the wrong person. You should have went to Heather. You should have went to Courtney, bitch. Because Courtney would have all have been about that action. Now we got Bridget. She peaked an island. But I do like her better than the rest of the C's right here. Alright, my man Duncan, he gets a very nice A. You know, he's there to do the purpose he's there to do. A light antagonist, but nothing heavy. Doppels in some crime, nothing large. Eva, she gets a D. I think she's better than Courtney. It's almost C just because of how funny she was with like the reporting bit. You know, you see the microphone. But besides that, you know, Eva wasn't really, you know, there. Just like my dad. Alright, my man Ezekiel, solid B tier. I think he got robbed of any character development, and I think his character was treated very, very, very poorly, and he's now in B tier for me. Harold, A tier all the way. I think Harold is great. I love Harold. He was a little bit goofy in World Tour, I won't lie. But besides that, I think he should have been, like, if they were going to have someone to replace Sam, it should have been Harold. Like, what the fuck? In All Stars, I mean. Heather, S tier, you already know. Heather is godlike. I fucking love Heather. I know a lot of people may not like her, but I do. Alright, so now we got my girl Izzy. When I was younger, for some reason, Izzy was my favorite character. I'm not sure why, but she was. And so for that reason, I'm gonna say she's not in C tier, but I am only gonna put her above Sierra. She was entertaining, you know, she's really great. Alright, now Lashana, you know she in S tier. I love her. She was robbed. I feel bad, and I think she deserves another go. Noah, I'm gonna say above Sierra. He had his arc in RR, and he got, you know, a fine bad bitch and everything, so I guess it worked out for my man. Then we got Trent. We all know how Trent went, and so I am gonna put him at the bottom of C. Don't know what the creators were thinking with what they did with him, but yeah, you go, you do whatever you want. Alright, Chris McLean. S tier. He has to be S tier. He is the host. He puts it all together, and he's a very good host. I think he should never be replaced. Alright, Chef. Same thing with Chef, but not as great, but I still love Chef, so I am going to put him in front of Alejandro. Alright, so Lightning, C tier, I guess. I know a lot of you would have put him in either of these, but I don't think he was like fucking doo-doo water or shit, because he did what he was supposed to do, and he did well doing it, you know? So for that, I'm actually going to put Lightning a couple tiers up. But yeah, obviously being a dickhead, you know, is going to get you not really much farther. Alright, now Anne-Marie. I really do like Anne-Marie and what she brings to the show. I think we need her back. She would have been very entertaining in All Stars. My man B. I know y'all love the shit out of this boy, but I just don't see the craze, you know? Like, he's a good person. I like him. Was he robbed? Yes, but I don't know if he's above C. Not for me, anyway. Sam. Now, y'all fucking hate Sam, and I don't get it. Like, I knew y'all unjustifiably disliked Sam in the beginning, but then when we did the part 2 of Fans Vote, I could see how much you guys dislike Sam. I'm pretty sure you guys chose these old bastards over Sam. And I don't hate him that much, and as a matter of fact, I'm willing to give him B right before Bridget. Because Sam isn't bad to me. I like Sam. He's funny. He goofy. Scott, D tier. He was doo-doo, but not doo-doo water. Because technically what he did okay, I guess. D tier. Zoe, she is an okay contestant. I think she is a little bland, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put her behind Izzy. But she's not terrible. Stacy, doo-doo water. No need to say anything else. She was literally a throwaway character. Then we got my man Brick. I really enjoy the Brick and Joe conflict. So I am gonna put them both right in front of Alejandro, and I would love to see more of this, please, Fresh TV. Mike. Total Drama Mike wasn't my favorite. Because, you know, instead of All Stars, it was basically, you know, just like I said, Total Drama Mike. It was dummy. I didn't like what they did with his character, and I think they poorly represented the disability he had. So, in front of B. Cameron, he's a good person. He's nice. He's enjoyable. You know, bottom of B tier. You can't go wrong. Dakota, mainly cause with Sam. I like her development after Sam, so I'm going to say above Trent. Dawn, I know you guys really like Dawn, and I can agree with that. I just really like her character design and the way she does things. I think it's enjoyable and we could use her again. In front of Chef. Amy, doo-doo water. She a bitch. I've told you multiple times why I think she's a bitch. You know, people like Heather can be like, yo, Lashana, you a cunt. And then Lashana and everyone will be like, wow, Heather, that was rude. You're a bitch. And then you get Amy, who will go right out to her sister, say, I will fucking kill you, stab you in your sleep, and then pretend to be you while wearing your bloody face. But you would get Sugar or, you know, fucking Rodney over here saying, oh, and? You know, just like, she's an outright bitch, but doesn't get treated like an outright bitch. Like, whatever she says that's bad just goes over their head. But then when she says something, you know, halfway human, they're like, oh yeah, you're the greatest person. Then she says, I'll fucking kill you, Sammy. Do something again. That's your throat. And they'll be like, I hate you. The worst character there is. Alright, so Sammy, I love Sammy. I think she should definitely get another shot at everything. Please bring Sammy back. Now, Max actually was the reason I waited like 3 or 4 months to even watch Pacatail Island, because his character design is fucking trash. I said it and I'll say it again. He's fucking bling bling boy. Like, he is just terrible. Terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. Terrible. The only time I thought he was funny was when he insulted Cinnamon Gum, because I can relate to that. And that was at the very beginning of the show, meaning that they saved the best for, you know, the intro. Then we got my man Scarlett. I like her character design. I really liked her before she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So if she didn't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, she'd be like right here. But since she did, she's right here. Sugar, doo-doo water. I hate Sugar. You a bitch, Sugar. Die, Sugar. Male Owen. I'll kill you, bitch, before diabetes do. Jasmine. I really enjoyed Jasmine, and I'm going to put her in front of Alejandro in A tier. She was one of the few people who didn't need a hearing aid and could hear what the fuck Amy was saying. Amy. And she was one of the few who treated Sammy with niceness. Rodney, he was just thirsty for everyone. He, I guess, was humorous doing that, I guess, so there. Beardo, he didn't really get any screen time, but he wasn't terrible. I'm gonna put him there. Ella, I do like Ella quite a bit, so I'm gonna put her in front of Sam. Sky, super boring. I cannot remember anything she did except with, like, when she had to burp really bad and it looked like she was pregnant. I think that was her anyway. So I'm willing to put her, like, right here. Sean, he was a good character. I think he a little goofy and maybe should take a visit to the therapist, but besides that, he's okay, and so I will put him here. Alright, now we got Dave. Davey, how you doing? Doo-doo water, that's how he's doing, because I fucking hate Dave. He a whiny little bitch boy. I don't think he's as bad as Sugar and Sammy, but I do think he's worse than Stacy. Also, he broke my man Ella heart, and I love Ella, so you a bitch. Alright, Topher, doo-doo water, but like premium doo-doo water. He had his moments, but he goofy, so no. Leonard, doo-doo water. And yes, I think he was worse than Dave, but not as bad as Sammy. Sanders, I like Sanders. I thought she was the better of the two police cadets, so I'm going to put her at the end of B. Now with MacArthur, I'm going to put her in front of Courtney. I thought she was a little bit too ornery and, you know, kind of a bitch when it comes to, like, sympathy and whatnot. Alright, so Smart Bitch 1. I think her name is Elodie, and she is, okay, I guess. Bottom C tier. Her friend is exactly like her, but with less lines and a worse character design. So I'm gonna put her behind Scott, and you know what? I'm actually gonna put this bitch behind Courtney. Split down the middle. I prefer her over Scott, but I do not prefer her over Scott. Lori, I would love to see her again for another season, and I think her tier would be above Sanders. I don't know why I like her so much, but I just do. Miles, she's really down here. She's in front of the second smart bitch. Emma, with my man Noah, just for that, you're gonna get above Cameron. Alright, now we got Kitty, which is her sister. Kitty was enjoying in her own way, so I think she's actually right up there above Emma. And yeah. Junior, I think Junior was, fun, to watch. Just, make sure his dad was keeping in check, because his dad always fucked up. And I'm gonna put his dad, behind Lightning, and I'm gonna put Junior in front of Mike. The tennis pros, they can both go behind the smart. Actually, they were funnier than the vegan, so I think they both can go here, because together they're funny, kind of. Josee, I would love to see her in another season with a different change of clothes. I thought she was a great villain. I think she did what she had to. I would love to see how she would butt heads with Alejandro. It's kind of like fire against ice. Then we got Jacques, which, is like the lesser evil, and that kind of makes him not as fun, but I think he's still enjoyable, so I'm going to put him in front of Beth. Taylor gets a very strong D. Now Kelly, I do like Kelly. I feel a little bit bad for her, and I just, for some reason, I like it when they put older people in this, these situations. It's kind of like, fresh air. And I don't mean old or older. I mean just adult. Ryan, I liked Ryan. I think he was very, very, nice. I'm going to put him in front of Mike. Now, Stephanie right behind B. I think Stephanie was a great antagonist as well. Funny. She's a bitch to Ryan, but if I can ignore that, that means, she's a solid C tier. Jen, she meh. Now, Tom, y'all know I like Tom. I love Tom's, voice, his character design, how he acts. So I will put him in front of Ella. And we got Ennui and Crimson. They can both go ahead and get in front of Joe. I like them both better than Joe. Actually, you know what? Ennui in front of Joe and Crimson behind Joe. Alright, Carrie. Yeah, right there. Now, Devin's kind of a chill guy, I guess. I say he gives off Trent vibes, but with a normal head. Alright, now Rock. Rock, he was the brains to Spud, but Spud was so high all the time, it was kind of funny. So I will give Spud a higher on the C tier spectrum, but I'm gonna give Rock top D. Actually, I lie. I'm gonna give Rock in front of Scarlett. The Step Bros, they were making progression, but then it was too late. So I'm just gonna put them in front of the smart bitch. I really like the Adversity Twins. I think they were a great addition, and I'm gonna put them right behind Ezekiel. This bitch, Tammy, I think her name is, very doo-doo design. Brody, he didn't really do much besides be Jeff 2.0, but I like him better than Beardo, so there you go. And then Don, the other host, he did what he had to, and he did it well, so I'm just gonna put up the end of that. Alright, and there you go. That's my brand new updated tier list. Well, just keep in mind, it's my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, have a good day.